Nashville Celebrity Comic Con, the only con that made it difficult to access my tickets, but I also had a new experience. So let's talk about it. First of all, the lines were insane. I usually, and I always will, buy my tickets online first, but the line to get your badges was a little confusing. We could always use more signs for guiding the people where to go. I just got lucky that I got on the right line. It's time for the first panel of the day, Voice Acting 101 with Dante Basco, and D. Bradley Baker. You might recognize Dante as the American Dragon, Jake Long, and Zuko from Avatar The Last Airbender. And then we have D. Bradley, who voices just about every animal / creature in a cartoon. Here's a little clip from the panel. And if you want more, check out my Patreon, because it's going to be full, a little more clips, a little something from the panels that I went to. So just check it out. It's all on there right now.
Just the life of him, hilarious. But then he has all these other voices, and he has my guy has a recorder. He'll break out of his pocket for certain characters, and he'll listen to it. Then he'll jump in. I'm like, what's he doing? What's he doing? How can he doing that? What's happening? I'm like, what is that thing? I guess he has characters and stuff on his recorder that he'll refer to. And I was like, I'm not even in the same game. I'm not even in the same game. What am I doing? He's amazing. But there's so many amazing guys. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And then I met Anika Noni Rose. I was second in line and I was so excited. And I was feeling good because I was right there, ready. But then I noticed a sign that was flat on the table. It's like, how do you notice this? Until later. It's like, they only accepted cash and Venmo. Never used Venmo. Luckily, I downloaded the app in time. It took me a minute. That was upsetting. But really upsetting is, how did you not have a big sign to let people know what you take? I mean, the other people, the guests, they have better signs that let you know their prints and the autographs, their pricing, and what they take. So I was ready for that. But with Anika Noni Rose, I love you, but who was in charge of this? Who was in charge of making your sign? You should have had something to let us know ahead of time. Because they told us, like, later in when they were gathering information, like, what they wanted, like, if you wanted a print. And apparently, some people were upset that they only took personalized prints. That you needed to give them a name. Not a big deal to me, but it was a big deal to the other people behind me. Like, why? Why do we need a name? I don't know. Like, why do they need a name? Is it that important? Whatever. But yeah, so that's my only big problem with that. For that one, I had to download an app just to be able to pay for a new thing. But I figured it out. Just do better. Do better, please. Always have your signs big and right there. Not where it's flat and I have to go over there and just read it. Whatever the word is. Do better. But nah. Anyway, yeah. I did take a picture with her. Even my mom did as well. And she's also in, if you didn't know, in The Mighty Nine. She plays that Ruby Rose. So, yeah, check it out. It's a good time. Alright. Now we're going to move on to day 2. The better day of the con for me. The lines were better and they were moving really quick. The first panel of the day was Cobra Kai. The Cobra Kai panel. You can't see the full shirt. Oh, and it's a good shirt too. I had to make sure that I got a good seat. Or at least I had a seat for this panel because this panel was packed. Cobra Kai, it takes over. It's very popular for good reasons. The cast was very charming and just really funny. It had a pretty good amount of people from the cast that showed up for the Cobra Kai panel. It was unfortunate that we didn't get to see Xolo Mariduena. I think I said his name right. At least the first part. But yeah, who plays Miguel and his Blue Beetle. I really wanted to meet him. I was very excited. Fun fact, Xolo made his anime debut in Sakamoto Days, which made me start watching the anime in the first place because I knew he was going to be in it. I saw it on Twitter. Plus, Jacob, who plays Hawk, is also in Sakamoto Days, but I found that out later on because also his character comes later on. So if you haven't watched Sakamoto Days, give the dub a chance. Now, I'm going to show you some clips of that panel, and right after, a clip from the other panel that I went to right after was Disney Princesses. So enjoy those for a minute or two. Okay.
And then they sat down and they're like, Johnny Rose, Cobra Kai, And basically everything that you know about season 1, they spitfired in about 30 minutes, including what Johnny was doing, what Danny was doing, and then Miguel and Hawk and all the characters. So it was overwhelming. And I said at the end, I said, you can't just do this, So there was like this little part of Johnny inside of me that was jumping up inside. But we both stepped into it really cautiously because we really protective of the Karate Kid and what that means to everybody, what it means to us. And but we felt like it was the right guys. And after the end of that meeting, they said, "You win?" And I said, "Well, there was nothing on paper, there was nothing to read, it was just a pitch." And I said, "What do you have to do now?" They said, "We have to go get Ralph." And I said, "Good luck with that," because I know Ralph was really, really protective over Daniel, as he should, because he really held the torch of that Karate Kid. And so I called Ralph. I said, "We're going to get a little visit," or something like that. And then Ralph texted, what is it?
I told you after.
Yeah.
You picked it up on like the half point. I was expecting this.
So, yeah, it was
one of those. You say which was more vocally demanding, Dreamgirls or Princess in the Car? I couldn't find any of them per se demanding because I'm singing where I sing. You know what I mean? But I do think that if I had to break it down, Dreamgirls was probably asked more of me vocally because I was singing the raptors in Dreamgirls. Top to bottom, beginning to end of that movie, I was up there. So if you ever were like, oh, is Anika in this? Where is she singing? Just listen for the highest note. And that's where I am hanging like this.
All right. Now, this was my first time being in line, very first person, ready to go. Of course, he's amazing as Vox in Has Been Hotel, but I was first introduced to Christian Borle in Smash. Very underrated show that also was canceled very soon. I mentioned that when I talked to him. It's like when I got that little print. Because, and clearly he loved that show too, because I agree. It was canceled very soon. You should write an angry email, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, he's fun. He's really nice. I learned that him and Anika Noni Rose were in Footloose together. And also, fun fact about me, I was in the ensemble of Footloose in my college days. And he was so glad that he mentioned that. So, yay! It all meant... I don't know what to say. Last thing I'll talk about, photo ops. I got a professional photo taken, I got a physical and a digital one immediately after. The process was pretty simple. Look for the number that's next to the people or person you're taking a photo with. Get in line. Waiting in line and waiting for your time to take the photo was the longest part. Everything was quick right after. I had this plan to compliment her glasses. Mary looked great in glasses, by the way. I was just going to ask if she wore contacts in the show, because she's wearing glasses. Like, I don't know, I just wanted to talk a little bit, you know? But there was no time. I did get to tell Mary and Tanner that they both look amazing. I just wanted to say a little something. But they did. It wasn't a lie. If you want to ask a question or if you want to have a little conversation with the guest, you gotta make sure you get to their table and get in line. Anyway, I would definitely do photo ops again. I recommend it if you want to have a professional memento. Now, there's going to be another Nashville Celebrity Comic Con coming in October. I follow their Instagram, so I know they already announced some guests. For example, Todd Habercourt and Zach Aguilar. I'm really excited about those. I just haven't decided if I'm going to go yet. It just, I guess, depends on who else they announce. I would definitely go see Todd Habercourt again. Maybe get a few prints this time. Because I met Todd Habercourt back in Anime's BluesCon. Check that video out. It'll be in the description box below. But anyway, that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed my experience at Nashville Celebrity Con. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you learned what to do, what not to do, all the things, and just things to be aware of. Are you going to go in the fall? Go follow them. Go follow all the cons that you are interested in going, because it is helpful to see what guests are coming and the updates. And if they have an app, maybe. But yeah, I had fun regardless. I always end up having fun if I do have maybe just a little hiccup or something. But yeah, comment down below. Tell me your favorite part. Tell me your favorite guest, maybe. Or, I don't know, just tell me in the comments below. I'm Michaela, and I will see you later. Bye.